Intonation and stress are maybe the key to speak English fluently with good pronunciation. This presentation intends to briefly introduce you to the fields of stress and intonation and their uses in Spanish and English languages. Correct intonation and stress refer to the music of the English language. Words that are stressed are key to understand, while using the correct intonation brings out the meaning of sentence. English is considered a stress time language, while Spanish is considered to be syllabic time. It means that in English we give stress to certain words while other words are quickly spoken or reduced. On the other hand, in Spanish, each syllable receives equal importance and vowels are the ones that are stressed. English, however, spends more time on specific stress words while tends to reduce the other less important words. Stress is the emphasis, force, and volume we put to certain syllables in a word or to certain words in a sentence. When we pronounce words, we use more energy to stress certain syllables in that word. This is called word stress. When we stress a syllable, the intonation of our voice goes up and the rhythm of the syllable gets longer. For unstressed syllables, the intonation of our voice goes down or stays flat and the rhythm gets shorter. Let's look at how stress is used to pronounce the different syllables in these words. Think of how intonation and phrase changes with changes in stress. Passionate. Moving. As you can see, the first syllable in each word is stressed. So the intonation goes up and the beat or rhythm gets a little longer. For the first syllable, of course. For example, the word election would look like this. Election. When we talk about sentence stress, we are talking about how we stress whole words in a sentence. In English, content words receive more stress in a sentence, while function words are unstressed. Well, first of all, we need to understand which words we generally stress and which we do not stress. Basically, stress words are considered content words, and they are nouns, for example, kitchen, Peter, and then most principal verbs such as visit, construct, adjectives, as beautiful, interesting, and adverbs like often, carefully. Non-stressed words are considered function words, and they are determiners like the, a, some, a few, auxiliary verbs, for example, don't, am, can, were, prepositions like before, next to, opposite, conjunctions, for example, but, while, of, and pronouns like they, she, us. When content words in a sentence are stressed and function words are unstressed, the meaning of the sentence can change. Let's take a look at a very simple sentence and see how the meaning of the sentence can change by changing the word that receives the most stress. John will drive to work tomorrow. That means that it's John who will drive and not Pedro or Juan. John will drive to work tomorrow. That means that John will drive to work and he will not walk or take a bus. John will drive to work tomorrow. That means that John will drive to work, not to school or not to the store. And finally, John will drive to work tomorrow. That means that John will drive tomorrow, not today. Intonation is the change in pitch in a person's voice as they pronounce syllables, words, and phrases. Intonation can go up, that's to say rising intonation, or go down, falling intonation, or stay flat. Intonation gives the spoken language its music. Your grammar and your phonetic pronunciation can be perfect, but you will still confuse your listeners if your intonation of English words and phrases is different. Okay, let's see the general intonation rules. Remember that intonation in a language can be compared with a tone in music, so it can go up or downward. In English, sentence intonation often indicates the mood of the speaker. Different tones on the same word or phrase can send different messages about the speaker's feelings. Let's see that. Statements have a failing tone at the end. A WH question also have a failing tone at the end. Yes/no questions, on the other hand, usually have a raising tone. Let's see those examples. How did you spend your vacation? I went to Venice. Was it expensive? Yes, very. Finally, as a conclusion, I could say that it is important for non-native speakers to understand and master those important aspects of English language. If the wrong words in a sentence are stressed, or all words are pronounced with the same length or loudness, speech would be difficult to understand.